Yeah, it's quite... I think it's quite introverted, if that makes any sense. It's not... It's quite social because I can chat to you, but it is quite nice just to let your mind do what it likes and wander off and stare at things for a while. I've not had a feeling like this before. It's almost... You know, when you're very, very tired and you can't really take in everything. You only can take in certain things. It's almost like that, but I don't feel tired. I feel quite alert. It is rather good. I recommend it.
However, this was not to be the end of Robert and Marie's encounter with the effects of the Blue Lily. We now knew that the lily was safe, but also that its effects seemed to be short-lived. So to make the most of our precious specimens, Robert and Marie decided to try and eat the flowers themselves. Might they be able to generate further or different effects?
What do you think? I wouldn't like to live on it, I don't think.
No, I don't think you could.
The flowers looked far from appetising, but Robert and Marie devoured them with an unnatural speed.
They're really not good to eat, though.
We observed the odd scene from indoors.
Quite weird looking. But
Little picnic outside.
I'm just getting used to it now. If it was in the Marks and Spencer salad,
you see all that?
They're certainly getting down as if they are artichokes, actually.
They're very similar to artichokes. That was
Yes,
my
indeed
impression. Yes.
They smell like them.
Yes, in vinegar and...
They're certainly not pulling any faces as if they taste disgusting or anything.
No, they're not.
They look like seaweed now. I don't know if it's because they've been soaking all day.
we're nearly finished.
Yes.
The one thing that we can be quite sure of is that at present they're very clearly enjoying themselves.
They are, actually, yes. I think, and this idea about partying and everything, I mean, we heard on the first day how the Blue Lily was associated with partying and frivolity, and they certainly look like they'd enjoy a party at the moment.
That's right. Then, the flower's effects appeared to return.
It's really going all over the place. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
5 minutes ago I thought, well, it's over. Probably because I've eaten these. It's sort of sparked up again, but...
It's going to be quite hard because I'm going to see this tomorrow and think, oh, what was I doing?
While the Blue Lily was still clearly active, Susan decided to try the emotional state test once again on Marie.
Okay, well, we've got this one to do first. We want to know how you're feeling. I'm sure you've got lots to tell us. I'm sure it's going to be very different to before.
How had the lily affected Marie's emotional state?
Okay. So, interested. Are you still interested in all of this? Or?
Yeah, but in a different way. I'm not interested in what it's going to do to me because I've done it.
Oh
so.
dear, you are chatty, aren't you? I think we've just got to stick to
not
very...
No, I'm moderately interested.
I'm asked you yet.
Oh, sorry. Preempting.
In contrast to her painstaking approach earlier on in the day, Marie was now completely unconcerned and seemed more interested in having a chat than in doing the test.
Good luck. There's a better circle than before. Apparently if you can draw a complete circle, you're an idiot. So I shan't...
So that's what it does to you then, the Blue Lily. Okay, so what about distressed? How...
No, not bad.
How distressed are you? Good. Excited?
Meanwhile, Michael also tried to get to the bottom of the emotional changes Robert and Marie had been going through.
I think she's a lot more talkative now. I think it's maybe affecting her quite a bit.
Okay, so the last time you were feeling completely non-sensual. I remember that. Are you feeling any more sensual now, or are you still as detached as ever from the rest of us?
Oh, no. Do you mean, as in, if I was feeling sensual, I'd feel attached to all of you?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, in that case, I'm very attached to all of you, so I'll give it quite a bit. No, I won't. That's
depends how you feel now. Do you feel like hugging and touching people?
Yeah, I feel quite friendly towards people. No, I feel like chatting to people, and so if that counts as sensual, then yes.
It alters your perception for the better. You know, you can notice more things, but I think she's slightly fuzzier in how she's sort of coping with things. She's drifting off a bit.
Yellow.
As the day drew to a close, Susan performed her final test on Marie, who was now reporting that she was feeling unnaturally tired.
Yellow, green, blue.
I've had a chance to mull over the data now, comparing the results that we obtained with Marie before taking the extract and the results that we've just obtained after she's taken the extract. And the biggest change really has been that it's taken her longer to complete the task this time, which suggests that she may be slightly sedated.
This was certainly in line with Susan's predictions. As the second day of the investigation came to an end, both Marie and Robert were now showing strong signs of sedation. Although its effects had been mild, we had, for the first time in history, scientifically observed the psychoactive properties of the blue lily. But did the ancient Egyptians really use it as a drug? In the morning, free of the flower's effects, Robert and Marie might be able to throw some light on this mysterious question.
Nectarine, is that what we have? Thank you, cereal.
Croissant.
Tasty, actually, yes.
What about passing me one?
The next day, the team gathered at breakfast for some initial reactions.
Thank you.
Robert and Marie had faint headaches, evidence of yesterday's blue lily eating.
There's a bit in the middle of it that's quite sweet and like a gloopy texture, and that's quite nice, but the rest of it is quite bitter on the outside. But no, it's not like an artichoke. It's not like an artichoke.
But you tipped them all down. Was that simply in the line of duty?
After a while, it wasn't a pleasure, no.
Determined to see it through to the bitter end.
They're quite Moorish, though, for some reason.
I'm very curious about the time that you spent away from us yesterday, and we'd very much like to hear more about your experiences then.
I'm very glad that we went out of here for an hour, 2 hours.
Why was that? Were you getting a little bit irritated by us?
Not irritated, no, not irritated at all. But it's quite a hard, awkward situation. It's not.
I guess it is.
It's not very natural. It's you wouldn't normally. I don't think sort of take that plant in a room full of people watching you like that. I mean, it's obviously, if it was used, it was a social thing.
Exactly.
How very true. How very true. Obviously, our intrusions and invasions were really not enhancing the effects of the plant. It didn't really contribute to the favorable setting atmosphere that obviously would have been available to earlier cultures like the Egyptians.
Do you think you're at all... Could you sort of go and curl up in a ball and have a nice sleep?
I don't think I could sleep right now, no.
After breakfast, we watched clips of the previous day's experiments.
Any massive feelings of, as Robert was saying, the need to run around or not very energetic, just quite relaxed. It is rather good. I recommend it.
I'm definitely on something.
He says to his mother on national television.
Yeah.
So exactly what had the experience been like?
I've not experienced anything like that before. My mind felt very alert, and yet at the same time I was very physically relaxed.
For me, contentment, relaxation feeling, happiness, cheekiness. I felt a bit mischievous for quite a while. And increased awareness.
How did you feel when you went outside?
Much happier to be outside, even though I have got a cold today because of it. But I didn't expect to feel that relaxed and talkative in front of a camera outside in the rain.
Not unexpectedly, Alan was more sceptical.
What we have, we all know something about the way drugs are supposed to operate. Could it be the case that what we have here is an element of autosuggestion and responding to the situation you were in?
I do almost resent the fact that Alan thinks that I put it on for the cameras. I kind of resent that.
Yeah, I've got absolutely no doubt in my mind that there is some degree of effect from this plant. And I would say that it increased alertness, but I felt more relaxed. I felt